What's up guys, Dave back here in another guide for FFBE War of the Visions. Today I'm going to go over Miranda as a unit in detail so you can decide whether or not to spend your resources or wait for a future unit. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, so let's jump right in. Alright, as you guys can see, I've pulled up in-game news. The second one down has the new banner with Miranda, 2 vision cards, and an Earth Axe unit. I'm not going to go into detail on any of those units. I'm going to focus solely on Miranda, but the Earth Axe unit is pretty decent. So with having said that, let's jump right in to take a look at her stats. Okay, to showcase her best, I've borrowed a level 99 friend unit on JP with decent gear, so you can see how she performs at level 99. As far as her stats, as you can see, she's well-rounded in every category, but not excelling in any single one. This is going to make her very versatile and a good unit to take along in just about any situation. Next, taking a look at her resistances, you can see that she's not super weak against any one category. She is weak, minus 20 against lightning, but I suspect that's because Siren is equipped as an Esper. Her resistance to slash is very high, and this is going to make her tanky in many situations. Alright, so her limit break does good damage, has good range, and disables enemies, but costs an awful lot and has a chance to confuse allies in the range as well. Maybe it's only good if she's off by herself. As for her jobs, I'm not going to go into depth because there's nothing new here. It's just a new combination of jobs and skills. Her main job is a red mage. She gets Jammer Slash, which interrupts attacks and does a great deal of damage and has good range. She has Resistance Cut, basic heal, and other good support. Her next sub-job is Paladin, so she gets some of the basic things that Engelbert would have, makes her more tanky and versatile unit. And then finally, what most people use as their sub-job is Time Mage, where you get Quicken, Haste, Slow, Immobilize, Quick Cast, Comment, etc. A lot of good moves in there. Not going to go into detail for each. As you can also see here, I've pulled up the window in JP, and you can turn off and turn on abilities in individual areas of the game, such as guild battle only, arena only, story only, raid only, etc. Alright guys, here I am in a turtle match. What I'm doing is just showcasing a couple of the skills. Here is the limit break. Does pretty decent damage, even though it's up against the same element unit. Then right here we have I believe the Jammer Slash, and followed by the resistance break, which also, as you can see, is an elemental and normal chain. So she does pretty decent damage concerning what it is. I think I decided to fire off the limit break in the end here, just to show you guys what it looked like. So it's a pretty decent animation. Again, this character, as I explained before, it's a jack of all trades, so she's not going to do super high damage, as I'll show you in a later video, but she does pretty decent damage overall. So that was the turtles real quick there. Let's go take a look at her in a story mission. Alright, in this clip right here, what I'm showing you is the damage of the new mathematician unit. I have the character at level 89 with decent gear comparable to the Miranda that I'm using. Yeah, so even though Miranda is 10 levels higher, you can see here that her damage is slightly less than my unit. Why is that? Well, Miranda was made not to be a top damage dealer, but to be a jack of all trades, to be viable, versatile in every situation, whereas my unit might only be viable in certain situations. So you can definitely see the damage difference there, although it's not huge. So you can be tanky, you can heal, you can haste, you can do all these things, have all this utility, and you can still put out a decent amount of damage. So I think overall this unit is, highly overlooked by a lot of people. They look down at her because she's not a top damage dealer, but being able to put out that much damage and survive is a strength on its own. Alright, so to sum up, in PvE, she's great in most challenge modes and tower as a general utility unit. Also great for chaining in raids and dishes out a decent amount of damage. In PvP, she's a good support unit in guild battles and arena. Remember, not all fights are one-shot competitions, and her taking a hit and attacking/buffing other units can help win the match. Well, there's not much more to show, so I will end it on that note. I think Miranda is a very good unit in anyone's roster, and being water makes her even more valuable since there are currently no UR water units. I hope this was helpful in helping you to make your decision. If you liked the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in another episode of FFBE War of the Visions.